Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV, and I'm back again with another video. I've been away for a couple days. You know why. Been very down with the result of losing to Everton. Not Everton, losing to Newcastle, and facing the facts that we lost out on top four. Is no longer in our hands. Completely messing up the bag for ourselves when it comes to Champions League money, coming to Champions League music, coming to everything around that. And it just makes it so much more frustrating because it was in our hands. The advantage was in our hands. And you know what? There's nowhere else to begin, but let's talk about this. This is the first thing that I have to discuss. What are we going to do? So top four is now out of our hands. And with one match to go in the season, what went wrong? Where did things go wrong? Who is to blame? Who do you guys blame? Let me know in the comment section right now who you guys blame. And if you're watching live on the playback, let me know who do you blame. Throughout the video, I would expect you guys to answer this question for me. This is the question that I'll need to have answered for the majority of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you blame for this whole situation currently at Arsenal, missing out on top four? Do you blame the January transfer window? Do you blame the youngsters? Do you blame the senior players? Do you blame the strikers? Do you blame the defenders? Do you blame the injuries from Kieran, Tierney, or Thomas Partey? Who do you blame? Let me know in the comment section right now. And if you're watching live, do me a favor also. If you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. And let's get into the rest of the video. Big up Matt. My guy's saying no chance. I blame Chelsea's loans. Matt, you're funny. You're funny. Well, that's one guy from EGTV said that. Chelsea's loans, and now you guys keep running with that narrative. It's actually funny. you guys are running with that narrative a lot. Running with that narrative, just going all over the place with that narrative. I see how it is. Also, don't forget Granit Xhaka's comments. Granit Xhaka had a lot of crazy comments to say, talking about after the game. If you guys watch Granit Xhaka's interview, whoa. Like, Granit Xhaka's interview was something else. That interview was something else. He really went in on the players. He really went in on everybody. But yeah, that was Granit Xhaka for you. Granit Xhaka's interview was something else. We're going to get into all of that very, very soon. But first things first, I hope everybody's well. Haven't been on doing a video in a while. And it's just like, I've been thinking to myself, like, haven't done a video in a while. It's been a couple days since Monday. It's Thursday now. And just to get my mind off it, this morning, I was like, let's talk about Arsenal. Let's talk about some of these things. So first thing I want to discuss is the transfers. So we're going to get into some of these transfers. And the first transfer that we're linked to a player. And it just makes no sense in why we're linked to him. But we're linked to a player that I don't think anybody wants. I don't think anybody's looking at this guy and saying to themselves, you know what, he is the answer. I don't think anybody's doing that. What? Omari Hutchinson, Catalonia International. What? Omari Hutchinson has been called up to the Jamaican senior team for an upcoming friendly versus Catalonia in Spain next week. Interesting. Omari Hutchinson is going to play for the senior team for France. For Jamaica. Interesting. Never thought about that. But there is a report that Umtiti is linked to Arsenal, and I just want to find this report for you guys. Umtiti to Arsenal. Yeah, so this is originally coming from the Sun. So obviously it's not the most reliable sources, but let's just look at what it says right here and let's get into it. So yeah, big up to everybody in the comment section. Do me a favor, let me know, would you guys take Samuel Umtiti to Arsenal? Arsenal to be offered Umtiti transfer, with Barcelona ready to flog the defender just a month after handing him a new deal. So the reports are that Arsenal would be interested in supposedly taking on Samuel Umtiti. I don't think that is the case. I think it's more that Barcelona are trying to get rid of him, and Arsenal is one of the teams they've offered him to but I don't think we are actually interested in Samuel Umtiti. We had an opportunity to get him in January. We turned it down. So I don't know. I don't think this is actually going to ever happen. I think this is just a rumor that is being done on the side of Barcelona. They have been trying to get rid of him for a while, but I just don't believe these stories. I don't believe these rumors. When I see stuff like this, I just tend to stay away from it, and I think it's absolute bullshit. So Samuel Umtiti to Arsenal, I don't think it's ever going to happen, and I don't think it's a good fit at all. How old is MTT at this point in time in his age? He's not really a good defender. He's 28 years old. He's declined dramatically from when he was in the World Cup, and he was a big part of that France team that won the World Cup, him and Varane. But right now, he's nowhere near the level that he used to be at. And for Samuel Umtiti, he's just considering a new move from Barcelona, and I think he'll end up somewhere, but not Arsenal. And I question his defensive capabilities at this moment in time. He's very rarely used at Barcelona. How many games has he played this season? He played one game in the whole La Liga campaign. Useless in my opinion. Very injury prone player. 100%. Why would we even consider buying him? Makes no sense in my opinion. Absolutely makes no sense. Absolutely do not want nothing to do with him in my opinion, and I would stay clear of that player. Definitely would stay clear of that player in my opinion. Next we have some rumors about Ilkay Gundogan. Yes, Fabrizio Romano has reported on this, and let's see what Fabrizio has to say about Ilkay. Or is that what they call him? Ilkay? Let's talk about Ilkay Gundogan. So Fabrizio Romano, speaking about Ilkay, what he said about Ilkay is, one second, let me just get this up on the screen. Ilkay Gundogan. Ongoing talks between Gundogan's agent and Man City. No discussions about a new deal, and just about his future and serious chances to leave. His trip to Madrid was not linked to his future. Barcelona, German clubs, and Arsenal, depending on UCL, are interested. So there you go. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed Ilkay Gundogan's interests. And my question to you guys now is, Ilkay Gundogan to Arsenal, is it a yes or no? Ilkay Gundogan to Arsenal. Who says no? Who says no? Ilkay Gundogan to Arsenal. Wild shout. Gundogan to Arsenal. Is it an upgrade on Granit Xhaka? Transfer is about 10 years overdue, in my opinion. Definitely a good player. Definitely a quality player. But if you guys know anything about Gundogan, he currently has like an ongoing back problem. Yeah, he has a severe back problem. And it's kind of been ongoing for a while now. So with the ongoing back problem, he could most likely like miss out on, yeah, it could be something bad for him. It could be something really bad for him. So he could miss out on like a lot of games. He could miss out on a lot of he could have a lot of games where he misses due to injury. He could have a lot of days where he can't actually start because he's not going to be ready or physically capable to play those games. So in my opinion, I would take Ilkay Gundogan if fit and available and able to play, but his chronic back problems does not allow him to play week in, week out. So we would be signing a player who has chronic back problems that would cost us in the business end of the season, similar to how Kieran, Tierney, and Thomas Partey cost us with their injuries over the last couple of years. So do you want a guy like Gundogan to come in? I get it. He's a quality player. I would take him in a heartbeat, honestly. I think he's a really, really good player. But the issue is he injury prone? Is he injury prone, and will he get injured on the business end of the season and cost us? Could he cost us top four again? Could this guy be the type of player who only shows up in rare occasions? Because for Manchester City, they have the quality where they can bench him. I am not for 1 second saying he's not a quality player and he wouldn't be a big improvement to what we have in our team at this moment in time. But he is very injury prone, and I feel like he needs to get away from the Premier League. After listening to Big Steve talk about him, it just doesn't seem like he is going to stay in the Prem. He's probably going to leave the Prem and in a slower league where he has more time on the ball, doesn't have to worry about the pace of the league, and he can just keep it moving, would be really, really good. Gundogan has scored 34 goals in 156 games in the Premier League. I would still take him, even if he's our third. He's one of our three midfielders signings. Okay. Awar to Arsenal, though. Thoughts? I thought Awar is going to Leicester. I heard Awar is going to Leicester, so I don't know why you're linking him to Arsenal. Awar is going to Leicester, and I think we've spoken to his agent and his team a lot over the years. It seems like we don't want anything to do with him. So I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Europa League would suit him. He struggles in the Champions League. Okay. Gundogan was Pep Guardiola's first signing at City when the Spaniard took reign and reign from the club when Manuel Pellegrini left in 2016. I would take Gundogan in a heartbeat. Add experience and quality to our midfield. Definitely do agree. I would take him. He's won everything. He would be a good fit at Arsenal personally. Okay. No. Now that these agents are trying to start talking to put clubs out there and find him a new one. Yeah, definitely do agree. That's what you're talking about when you're saying Samuel Umtiti. I hear that. Guys, let me know. Gundogan. The issue with Gundogan is how old is he, first of all? That is one thing. Ilkay Gundogan is 31 years old. If he was to come to Arsenal, it would have to be a short deal. And when it comes down to his chronic back problems, that will be an issue. This season in the league, he's only played 26 games, and I don't think he has started all of those games also. I think majority of those games he was either a sub or a bit part player. Now at Manchester City, you can afford to have a guy like Gundogan on the bench, but at Arsenal, we don't have that much quality in the team. If we're going to add quality, we need to make sure that they're going to be reliable options. And I'm not saying reliable based on the fact that he's not quality. I'm saying reliable in the sense that he won't get injured consistently. But yeah, do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button right now. Let me know, would you take him in your midfield at this moment in time? Lucas Paquetá maybe as a replacement for Xhaka. You know what? Paquetá is a really good shout. It's a really good shout. Lucas Paquetá is 24 years old. I think, is he Brazilian? Yes, 24 years old Brazilian who's currently playing for Lyon. We've been linked to him before. We definitely were looking at him. He's a really, really good player. I think Lucas Paquetá is definitely somebody Arsenal could get. But guess what, guys? He's currently being linked to Newcastle. Yes, Lucas Paquetá is currently being linked to Newcastle because of the relationship they have with Bruno Guimaraes. And recently they've brought in Bruno Guimaraes. That could be a situation where Lucas Paquetá ends up going to Newcastle. And not only will we miss out on Bruno Guimaraes, but now they'll have Lucas Paquetá also. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at right now, just so you guys can see it. Look at that. So Newcastle fans in meltdown as transfer target Lucas Paquetá takes a private jet. Eddie Howe makes transfer revelation as Lucas Paquetá. Lucas Paquetá, who is he and what is the relationship with Bruno Guimaraes? They're just talking all about the possibility of Lucas Paquetá joining Newcastle, and this would be another quality midfielder, and this would just show you how serious Newcastle is. If they can sign a player like Lucas Paquetá and after they just got Bruno Guimaraes in the January transfer window, that will just show you that is a statement of intent from Newcastle, and Newcastle is going to be really, really big. Newcastle's going to do some really, really good business going forward. I watched Arsenal stats against Spurs last season, and it showed that Spurs are the Spurs. What? Where Spurs are and where Spurs should be. Where are strange, isn't it? I don't know what you mean by that, but yeah, we need Lucas Paquetá. I don't think we're getting him. Any update on Dybala? You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this. Let's go to Dybala. If I tell you guys the Dybala stuff, the moment we lost to Newcastle, the Dybala story became a little bit more complicated. The Dybala story became a little bit more complicated. The Dybala story is no longer Dybala to Arsenal. Imagine this. Imagine Tottenham Hotspur with Kane, Son, and Dybala, and Kulusevski as a bench option. That's what they're thinking about doing. That's really what they're thinking about doing over there in Tottenham right now. The rumor has it that Dybala is linked. Dybala, if you guys want to see Tottenham gain crucial advantage over Arsenal in Dybala race, Conte yet to hold further discussions with Dybala. Tottenham, here you can see it again. Tottenham can now complete the Dybala signing after massive breakthrough. Multiple sources indicating Tottenham are now moving for Dybala. And then here's another one saying Tottenham target Dybala, asking about living in London as interests ramp up. Just goes to show you Dybala could be headed to Tottenham. I know, insult to injury, isn't it? A guy that we were looking at, a guy who wanted Champions League football, a guy who said Champions League football is a stipulation in him joining Arsenal, is now possibly going to Newcastle. No, not Newcastle. Now possibly going to Tottenham. Crazy stuff right there. War would have been a great signing. He's exactly what Leicester have been missing. Good signing for Leicester. Gotta put some cash up. Simple as. I think you'll go Tielemans. Nobody in the Champions League wants him. He's not that level. You know what? I don't know if Tielemans would still come. I don't know if he'll still join without Champions League football. You think Yuri Tielemans will join? You think he'll join Tielemans without Champions League football? Because the thing for me is, if he joins without Champions League football, he said numerous times that he only wants to join if we get Champions League football. So I question if he would join if we don't have Champions League football. It's just one of those things where it's like, Yuri Tielemans, why would he said numerous times he only wants to join if we get Champions League football. Yuri Tielemans is not really physical for Arsenal, but sadly be our only option. I think there's other options out there midfield-wise. There's so many options in the midfield. Scouts are not doing their job. The scouts are not doing their job. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. We got 30 people in the chat right now. You guys can definitely do better than 14 likes. You 15 likes already. Just hit that like button. It's absolutely free. Now, just to let you guys know, there were a couple things that we needed to discuss before we go any further. So smash the like button right now, and let's just go through some of the things that we need to go through in the comment section. So first things first, let's just go through some of these reports just to see what they're saying, if there's anything interesting. Sambi Lokonga, nothing about that. Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes are all absent in Arsenal's training today. Maybe we're packing in the season, who knows. Congratulations to a young academy player who recently got his first contract signed. Arsenal will face Sevilla in the Emirates Cup. Don't really care about that. Balogun seems to be on vacation. Doesn't concern me. Gabriel Jesus. let's talk about this. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. What is it? What is it saying about Gabriel Jesus? Reports are saying that Gabriel. It has been made clear by the Sun that Gabriel Jesus' team, although the UCL was a major attraction, they have not completely ruled out a move to Arsenal, as the club are hopeful that Mikel Arteta's relationship with Jesus could be key. So Gabriel Jesus could still join Arsenal, even though we have not gotten Champions League football. That is crucial, you guys know. That is crucial. Even without Champions League football, he would still consider joining Arsenal Football Club. That is Mikel Arteta's relationship with him coming in handy. Because if we don't have Mikel Arteta and that relationship with Mikel Arteta, I don't know if Gabriel Jesus considers joining Arsenal. But hey, that is the report right there. Why do you sound down? Question mark, bro. It's just early in the morning, man. Sorry about that. My energy is not that high. Tillemans would join us for the money. He's not good enough for his pockets. Okay. Jesus hasn't written off Arsenal. Definitely hasn't. He definitely hasn't written us off. Although I've written us off when it comes to Champions League. I don't know if Tottenham are gonna beat if they're gonna do what they have to do. Let's see what else is there. Oh, if you guys haven't already seen this is sad, man. Aaron Ramsey lost in the Europa League final. What the hell? Did I see that properly? A priority center forward, Gabriel Jesus is among the targets Arsenal are hunting for. Not expected to stop at Jesus. Previously showed interest in Jonathan David, known as a big admirer of Tammy Abraham, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin has also been considered. Lyon's forward Moussa Dembele is also expected to be appealing option for Premier League clubs entering the final year of his contract in France. In my opinion, out of those names, Moussa Dembele and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, we have to stay as far away as possible from those guys. As far away as possible from those guys, in my opinion. Stay away from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Stay away from Moussa Dembele. And do you want to know why you stay away from those guys? Let me show you why you stay away from those guys. Let me show you why you stay away from those guys. Dominic Calvert-Lewin this year as a striker in the league has been injured and has played 15 games and only gotten 4 goals as a striker. 15 games, only played 4 and only got 4 goals as a striker. That's not good enough for a starting striker at Arsenal. I'm sorry. And then when it comes to the other guy is even worse. What's his name? The other guy. Friggin' that was terrible. You thought that was bad? 15 games and what was it? 15 games and like 4 goals or something like that. You thought that was bad what Dominic Calvert-Lewin did? Bro, you got to see what Moussa Dembele did. Moussa Dembele, the striker that's currently at Lyon, he is having a horrendous season last year. But then this year, out of nowhere, just comes out of nowhere. Like, let me show you guys this. This doesn't make sense. This is definitely Ligue 1 tax. So, last year, he played 5 games on loan at Atletico Madrid, right? Last year, he got 1 goal in 16 games in the league. This year, he has 20 goals and 4 assists in 29 games. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know how somebody can be so hot and cold. I don't know how somebody can be so hot and cold. I definitely don't think he's that good. I definitely don't think he's that good. I definitely don't consider him as that player. And I'm not only going to look at his goals and assists. I'm going to look at Moussa and I'm going to say to myself, he's in an underperforming Lyon side. He's their main striker. They even loaned him out trying to get rid of him. The team they loaned him to, Atletico Madrid, couldn't even get him to work. Sometimes styles make players, but I wouldn't touch Moussa Dembele. I wouldn't touch Dominic Calvert-Lewin. some of these guys are just not that for me. They're not it. They're not it. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. Aaron Ramsdale caused the loss. Yes, he did, man. That was sad. That was really sad. Seeing him miss like that. I think Ivan Toney will be a great option. I definitely do agree. I really do like Ivan Toney. I really, really like Ivan Toney. I really like Ivan Toney. But I don't know if the club do. That's just my thing. I don't think the club really rate Ivan Toney. I don't think the club really look at Ivan Toney as a real option. I don't think the club even consider Ivan Toney when they look at options for strikers that they would go to. I don't think he's even on the list of like their top 5. I don't think he's on the top 5 list at this moment in time. I think they would even consider going for I think they would go for Dominic Calvert-Lewin ahead of him at this moment in time. That just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense why you'd go for Dominic Calvert-Lewin over Ivan Toney. But hey, the club doesn't seem to rate Ivan Toney to the same level that I do. But you guys know I rate Ivan Toney too. I rate Ivan Toney quite highly. But yeah, let me know what you guys saying. We're gonna move on to the next topic now. Let's get on to the next topic. Let's get on to the next topic as we speak. The next topic is an interesting one. We've been linked to Memphis Depay. Yes, Memphis Depay inquiries. Apparently, Arsenal have inquired into Memphis Depay. I just don't know how reliable these sources are, because we keep getting linked to all these Barcelona players, and it keeps coming from the Sun, and it's like, how much can I really trust? How much can I really trust these sources when they keep talking about Arsenal and Memphis Depay and stuff? Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So reports are that Arsenal have made an inquiry for Barcelona's Memphis Depay, with West Ham also interested in the forward. So Memphis Depay to Arsenal. Does it make sense? Does it make sense to you guys? Does it make sense to you guys for Arsenal to go after Memphis Depay? Let me know what you guys think, because for me, Memphis Depay doesn't seem like a bad shout. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like the best transfer idea, in my opinion. Why we'd go for him, I'm kind of not sure. Why would we even do that? Like, just what do we benefit from bringing in Memphis Depay? We add quality to the team. I get you. Is he cheap? Do you think he'll cut it in the Premier League? He's already been in the Premier League before. Couldn't cut it. Couldn't hack it at Manchester United. I know different teams, different situations, different opportunities could maybe work out, but I'm just wondering. Like, I'm skeptical. I'm very skeptical. I don't know. Memphis Depay is a proper player, but for me to know, definitely not somebody I would bring him in. Some people might want to bring him in, but not me. Let me know what you guys think about Memphis Depay. Let's see what people are saying about Memphis Depay. No, not to me. Agents trying to make this move. He failed at United. He failed at Barcelona. There you go. He did well at Lyon, but he didn't. He failed everywhere else. So no to Depay. That's a no for Depay. Not a problem. We don't need to get into him for too long. We got bigger issues and bigger things to worry about also than Memphis Depay at the end of the day. Just to let you guys know, there is one more thing that we need to look at before we go into the questions portion of the show. If you guys don't know, the deal for Aaron Hickey is looking closer and closer to getting done. So let me show you guys this. This right here is the deal for Hickey. The deal is expected to be finalized in the next few days. Aaron Hickey to join Arsenal from Bologna agreed around £23 million. So this deal is done and dusted. This deal is pretty much done and dusted at this moment in time. They're saying it's almost guaranteed at this moment in time that this transfer is going to happen. So unless there is a last minute hiccup or something that goes wrong, it looks like we are going to be completing our first signing of the summer window, and it's going to be backup left back or possibly starting left back. Or possibly starting left back if he's good enough to overthrow Kieran Tierney, Aaron Hickey. That is who this report is about, and the reports are that's good, guys. It is the 19th of May, and we're hearing that Arsenal have finalized a transfer for a player. What a great deal! Arsenal's relationship with Bologna is obviously a strong, following the Takehiro Tomiyasu transfer. That comment right there is, you're with it, bro. You're with it. Arsenal getting the transfer done with Tomiyasu has allowed us to get this great relationship with Bologna to now get transfers like this Aaron Hickey deal done swiftly. It looks like 23 million euros, and boom, the player is going to be ours. It's going to be a good transfer for me, in my opinion, and that is definitely a good deal for Arsenal Football Club. I think it is a good deal for every. It's a good deal for all parties. It's a really good deal for all parties, in my opinion. But yeah, let's get into the next question, and this is going to be a good one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of both YouTube and on TikTok. Arsenal look to be flopping top four. Okay, guys, Arsenal look like we're about to flop top four. But my question to you guys is, what's next? What is next for this Arsenal team? We're about to flop top four. We're about to miss out on top four. And when we had the driving seat in our hands majority of the time. But what is next? What is next? What do we do now? Where do we go from here? What is our targets for next season? What do we do now that this is about to happen? My honest opinion, we need to replace we need a replacement for Thomas Partey. He has played less than 50% of Arsenal's games. Wow. Okay. So the first question is Thomas Partey. So you're saying Partey has to go. So are you saying Partey and Tierney have to go, or just Partey? Because if Thomas Partey has to go, surely Kieran Tierney has to go also, because Kieran Tierney's been one of the guys who's also been injured and also been a major part of this problem. So are you saying Thomas Partey and Kieran Tierney? Because in my opinion, Kieran Tierney is just as bad when it comes to his injury issues. Kieran Tierney is just as bad as costing us top four. And do you think Mikel Arteta and them are done with Kieran Tierney and Thomas Partey? And would you be done with Kieran Tierney and Thomas Partey? That is the question. Kieran Tierney and Thomas Partey, interesting. The two guys get injured a lot. They get injured a lot. I think if we get a proper backup for Kieran Tierney and we bring in another good quality midfielder who can do the 8 and the 6 role, we can then have Thomas Partey in the team. And when he does get injured, we don't have to worry too much. But we've seen there's examples of a lot of players who've been injured throughout their careers, but are really, really good players. I'm just trying to think of some right now, but I'm struggling. Let me give you an example. Naby Keita is a proper player. We know how good he is, but at Liverpool, he has not lived up to his transfer fee, and he's not lived up to the hype because he's just constantly injured. But yeah, Kieran Tierney's got to go, in my opinion. So you guys are saying Kieran Tierney's got to go. Honestly, I think this is something that we could talk about all summer. It's crazy. Another 5th place finish in the league is getting more competitive. The league is getting more competitive. Yes, it is. The Premier League is getting more competitive. 100%. The points totals are higher than ever to win the league. You're finding that there's more teams competing for those Champions League spots than ever before. There's more teams competing for those European spots than ever before. And with 2024 around the corner and the new UCL format changing, you are going to see that the league is just going to get more and more competitive as we go along. Memphis Depay would stand in as striker until Arsenal would be a perfect world-class striker in that as a number 9. Okay. Go for the title next season, no excuses. Stop it. I know you're a Leicester fan. I think we need to start cherry picking from the lower teams. Yeah, 100%. I would love to. I like this comment. I definitely think we need to start cherry picking from the lower teams. But do you think James Ward-Prowse, Bissouma, Maddison, raphina, that's going to cost us a lot of money? But I would take all of them. I would take all of them in a heartbeat. Guys, let me know. Would you take Ward-Prowse, raphina, Bissouma? Would you take these guys? Because I think I would take all of them. I would take literally all of them. All of them. I think if any of those guys came into our team, they would improve us dramatically. Literally like tenfold. Bissouma, by the way, what a player. I think if Bissouma ever made a move to a top club in the Premier League, he would be a superstar. But he's just at Brighton, and it's just everyone can see how good Bissouma is. But he's just at Brighton. And it's like, it's so frustrating. Arsenal, we're looking at a player who is so good, but it's just in a team that is like so below his qualities. Why can't we just go and get Bissouma, put him into Arsenal's midfield, and boom, solves so many problems. He can fill in for Thomas Partey. He can play next to Thomas Partey. He can do so much. Why don't we get a Bissouma? Makes no sense in my opinion. Raphina, on the other hand, we're linked to Raphina. Raphina could become a Pepe replacement if Leeds get relegated. But there's going to be a lot of teams after Raphina if Leeds get relegated. James Maddison, on the other end, costs too much money. Leicester are terrible. Leicester are terrible to negotiate with. They try to rip you off every time, or they try to get a lot of money for their players. They're doing a good job on their end, but on our end, it would be a very difficult deal to get done, and we probably get treated unfairly in that deal. James Ward-Prowse, I would take him strictly for the set pieces. James Ward-Prowse is the most dangerous set piece specialist in the league, and he's the second most goals scored in Premier League history, only behind David Beckham. So I think James Ward-Prowse would be an absolute beast. I would definitely consider him, and yeah, definitely a beast in my opinion. Definitely would take him. 13 losses, same as last season. I don't even know what to tell you, man. 13 losses, the same as last season. Wow. We've lost 13 losses. Wow. Can't believe it, man. How the hell did we get 13 losses, same as last season? It's crazy. I think they can get great backup options. Kieran Tierney's got to go. Egal, I am going to say we have flopped, and I'm disappointed. But compared the inexperience in our team to Spurs, and me, penultimately, I don't think there is much between us. You know what? The difference between Tottenham and Arsenal is Tottenham have the two clinical juggernauts up top that can finish off games, which we don't. We need two strikers, two midfielders, two fullbacks, left and right. Next season, we have to win the Europa League, or else Arteta out. You know what? I agree with you. Next season, win the Europa League, get top 4, one or the other, or Arteta out. Simply put, no question about it. If he does not get one or the other, I think it's that simple. He needs to go. Simply put. Only way Arteta. The only way you're gonna hear me say Arteta out. The only way you're gonna hear me say Arteta out is if we don't get the Europa League and we don't get top four. That is what it is. CEO Vivian Disra describes the Champions League squad in a Europa League wage bill. Described us as a Champions League squad and in the Europa League wage bill. Bro, we're a Europa League squad with a Europa League wage bill. What the hell is he talking about? Don't piss me off. Wilshire's always injured. There you go. That's a good example, man. Thomas Partey is starting to turn into like Wilshere, but Wilshere was never world class. Thomas Partey is arguably world class, or on his day, maybe he's world class. Man said Newcastle will see UCL before Arsenal. I doubt that. Arsenal have a better squad than Spurs. I agree. Arsenal have a better squad than Spurs. Spurs have two world-class players, and Arsenal arguably have none. That is the difference. How about Newcastle instead of Hickey? What? What are you talking about? We should sign Trossard. He got tech. You know what? All of those players in Brighton look really, really good. I would get Gundogan to the club 100% because he's got loads of experience. He's got loads of experience, but what if he cannot play? What if he cannot play? That is a problem. If he's got all this experience, but he can't get on the pitch, we have a problem. What football team do you support? I support Arsenal, my friend. I support Arsenal. You should know that by now, that I support Arsenal. Raphina is going to Barcelona. I don't know if Raphina is going to go to Barcelona, but we'll have to wait and see if that does happen. Favorite Arsenal moment. My favorite Arsenal moment is that I've seen in my lifetime. My favorite Arsenal moment that I've seen in my lifetime has to be, it's a good one, you know. My favorite Arsenal moment in my lifetime. I'm struggling to think of one right now. I'll get back to you on that one. You're linked with a Leon midfielder. I don't think we're linked to any Leon midfielders at this moment in time, but hey. What else we see in here? Arsenal need Ozil. Ozil is a beast, man. Egal, morning Egal. Arteta isn't good enough to take Arsenal to the next level. Arteta out. Bro, I'm still not Arteta out. I think, you know what, Mikel Arteta showed me enough this season to say he can get the team going in the right direction. I got to give him a lot of credit for getting the team into a top four battle when I didn't even expect us to be in a top four battle. I expected us to be in and around fifth, and we ended up getting there. So there you go. Chelsea is the name. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Good morning. Chelsea is the name. Don't be down, Egal, because Tottenham will end up in Europa League. Simpson, I do not believe they will end up in the Europa League, but if they do, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Overmars versus Manchester United. Bro, that was a really good one. Wiltor winning the league against Manchester United. That was a big one. That was a really good moment. What about Tony Adams scoring the final goal against Everton to clinch the league? That was a good moment. Really good moment. Winning the league at White Hart Lane. That was a good moment. Danny Welbeck's equalizer versus Leicester. That potentially could have been a league-winning campaign, but we messed it up. Well, I blame Arsene Wenger for that year. Arsene Wenger really messed it up that year. Who's better, Messi or Ronaldo? Woo! You guys are. I'll tell you right now, Messi's the better player. But I like Ronaldo better than Messi. But Messi is the better footballer. That is just the honest answer, in my opinion. Next question, guys. Who is to blame? Is it Arteta or Is it the players? Who is to blame, people? Let me know in the comment section right now. Who is to blame? Arteta or the players? Who is to blame? In my opinion, you got to give both of them. You got to give them both heavy blame. The players constantly letting down the manager, constantly getting red cards, constantly doing dumb mistakes, constantly giving away penalties, making dumb errors, just costing us game after game after game. Mikel Arteta has also made huge mistakes, like playing Granit Xhaka at left back, making errors like taking off Tavares and not giving him game time to get his feet from under him when we're doing well, not making too many changes in the starting 11 when we're doing well, to rotate players in for the capability when we do get injuries for them to get situations in. We also have the January window cost us a lot also. I really do believe if we would have signed a player in the January window, be it a midfielder or be it just, we needed a body. We needed a body to come in to help us with our squad depth. We subtracted players, but we needed players to improve our squad, and we just didn't improve our squad. We didn't improve any of them, and it cost us in the long run, in my opinion. It definitely cost us heavy. But let's see what you guys are saying. Who do you blame? We got some people here saying both. They blame both. I agree. I definitely do agree. You have to put a level of blame on both. It is a collective, definitely. Fans and Arteta, big up Egal. Big up to you, Frank. If Spurs back Conte, we are in big trouble. I definitely do agree. If Spurs back Conte, they might be able to win a League Cup. That is the best I could see from them, in my opinion. Yes, more Arteta faults. What else is there? Blame everyone. Allegri in, no excuses. The hell are you talking about, Allegri in? What the hell are you talking about? Allegri's in a job right now. Yo, well, how are you gonna get a manager in who's working at Juventus? What are you talking about? Man's at Juventus right now, and you're saying Allegri in, like Allegri's just sitting at home, not doing nothing, drinking tea. Come on, people. Under Arteta, we will never score loads of goals. That is not accurate. That is not accurate. Under Arteta, we have scored loads of goals between that run of Southampton all the way to Man City. We had a lot of goals in that stint right there. It's just we couldn't keep it consistent throughout the whole 90s, throughout the whole season. Egal, why does no one ever speak about Arteta? A mistake in the first in his first transfer window. What? Why doesn't no one speak about Arteta? A mistake in his first transfer window? Because I don't think people give him a lot of. I think a lot of people do give him negative. Do criticize him for his transfer windows. Let's be honest. Big up Anthony in the house. Anthony, long time friend of the show. Big up to you, Anthony. How you been? I hope you're well. We're just talking about who's to blame, guys. Sad times now ahead of this club. We need to put our sorrows and hopeless dreams. We need this club to put the sword, hopeless dramas. Bro, you're making it hard for me. Arteta at full time. So the lads, how are we got to blame the refs? Why did I read that? Why did I read that? Okay. Allegri has agreed to leave Juventus in the summer. They are knocked out in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Has he agreed to leave? Allegri has agreed to leave. Do you want Allegri's style of football at Arsenal? Allegri's style of football is very defensive and just pragmatic. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Arteta has one tactic No wonder when we go behind, we never come back. That is a fact, though. We've away from home this season, we've gone behind 6 times. We've lost all 6 games. That is a big problem. We need to find a way to come back and be resilient and come back in these games. We need to find a way to come back in these games and try to get wins. Definitely do. Who do you think will win the league? I give Liverpool a 15% chance of winning the league. I think Man City are going to win the league by what is it? 2 points or something like that. Something mad like that. But yeah, let's just go on to the final thing, the final topic of the day. Arsenal fans are scapegoating the youngsters. What do you think? How do you guys feel? How do you feel that Arsenal fans are scapegoating youngsters? How do you guys feel? Ignore that. That didn't happen. Arsenal fans, how do you feel? How do you feel that the Arsenal fan base are scapegoating the youngsters? Let me know, guys. How do you feel? Because I'm disgusted. I'm actually disgusted that the Arsenal fan base are scapegoating the youngsters. They're scapegoating the youngsters. They're scapegoating Bukayo Saka. They're calling Emil Smith-Rowe Emo Kill Flow. They're saying Gabriel Martinelli's had a terrible season. They're saying Odegaard is overrated. And it's just so annoying. Why are we having a stupid comparison? Kulusevski is way better than Pepe. Kulusevski's been way more consistent than Pepe. Kulusevski has adjusted to the Premier League way better than Pepe. Kulusevski just is a better player right now than Nicolas Pepe. That is just a fact. We cannot deny that fact. Arteta is to blame for his formation, rigid football. We don't play fluid football that fits the player's style. You know what? I can't deny that. I can't deny that. That is a fact, bro. That is just like Allegri style of football. How to beat Chelsea because you went ahead and were defensive, mostly sat back and played on the break. Okay. So you're gonna say the way we played against Chelsea is the way we would set up under Allegri. Can you read the TikTok live comments? Definitely. What's your views on Ten Hag? I think Ten Hag's a good manager. I think if he comes into Manchester United, it's going to take a while for them to adjust to everything. Are you a lender? No. Arsenal will win the Champions League in 2025. I don't think so. I think if we win it, we're going to have to first get back into the Champions League before we can win it. Let's see what they're saying in TikTok Live. 1 second. As a Chelsea fan, I feel bad for Arsenal fans. They should be top 3. Yeah, we played well this season, but we just couldn't get over the line. Dybala is too big to play for Arsenal, mate. That's BS. What else is there? Raphina is going to Barcelona. Bissouma's hot property. Arsenal wants him, but big clubs come knocking. He won't go to Arsenal. What football team do you support? Arsenal. What else is there? Do you think Newcastle will win the league before Arsenal? I don't know. I don't know. I think that's definitely interesting. Why do you support Arsenal? I support Arsenal because I got into football watching the French national team, and there's a lot of French players in Arsenal's team. So when I started watching the Premier League, I kind of recognized a lot of players that played for Arsenal, and then from there I kind of got into it, and by the end of like the 1998 season, I was really into football after watching the World Cup and everything, and I really got into Premier League and kind of watched Arsenal, and that's how I got into Arsenal. Just watching them, seeing how they play, seeing how they perform, and I was like, you know what, I really like this team, and I thought they're really good. Dybala kind of forgotten. Definitely, Dybala's definitely been forgotten. But if you recall, just the other year he won Serie A's best player. So I don't know how forgotten he has been. Egal, why Spurs a big team and we can't beat big teams and we can't? Because the way Spurs play, they play perfectly, set up perfectly to catch teams on the break and on the counter, and that's why they're able to play perfectly against the likes of Man City and Liverpool. But when they face Chelsea, Manchester United, Wolves, they struggle because they're unable to break down low blocks and break down certain teams. But when they face Man Cities and Liverpools, they concede possession, they let them play football, and they just play on the counter the rest of the time. And the most important thing about Tottenham is that they're clinical. They have two of the most clinical forwards in world football in Kane and Son. Gundogan is way past it. Dybala won't be happy. Also, Gundogan is, yeah, definitely hear all that. Definitely hear you with that. Anything else with this, guys? Mohamed Al-Neni, nothing with him. This video, just to let you guys know, they most likely Arsenal will still give Al-Neni a contract. What's your thoughts on our top four hopes? We got 4% chance. Top four next season's impossible. This season was our chance. People really don't realize this. I realize top four is going to be 10 times harder next season, but you never know. It could be a situation where two spots become available instead of one, and Chelsea or Manchester United fall off or something. You never know. You never know. Dybala is in London, Egal. I know he's in London. He's probably going to end up going to Tottenham. That's going to be tough. Egal, do you watch the UFC? You know what? I used to do watch alongs on my channel. I used to do watch alongs to the UFC on my channel. I really did enjoy doing watch alongs on my channel for UFC. It was really big part of the channel, really big part of the channel where we used to talk about it a lot, and I really did enjoy that. But yeah, do me a favor, guys. We have 99 people in the chat right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about the channel. Will Mane be the best player of all time if he wins the quadruple? Mane wins the quadruple. Mane wins the league, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and African Cup of Nations. He still would not be ahead of Mo Salah in the Ballon d'Or for me. Mo Salah will not be ahead of Mo Salah. Mane will not be ahead of Mo Salah in the Ballon d'Or for me. Period. I think let's not ignore Mo Salah's importance for Liverpool. That's it. What if Saka leaves, Egal? Where would he go at this moment in time? Where would he go? That is my question to you. Where would he go? Where would he go? I don't think he's going anywhere. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up. Love and respect. Who motivated you to support Arsenal? For me, it was Patrick Vieira. Patrick Vieira got me into Arsenal. Patrick Vieira was, and Emmanuel Petit were some of the guys that I recognized from the French national team. And I seen them and I'm like, you know what? I know those guys. And then I got into Arsenal from there. And so you could say if it wasn't for Patrick Vieira, I wouldn't be an Arsenal fan today, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Big old Patrick helped got me into it. He's at Crystal Palace now. Yep, we know he's at Crystal Palace. Some people say that's their legend. Why do people think Arteta is bigger than our club? Are you on mushrooms? Now we need to face. Face stronger rivals Thursday nights. Football next season. Idiot Arteta. When Liga proves everyone wrong, he and YouTube have a fuck all to say. You know, it's not about getting proven wrong or right. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. You already know what it is, the Kitty G on EGTV. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here. And big up to everybody watching. Check out most of my content. I'll be throwing out more content every single day.